G'day jabronis of the PMCD League, it is your boy the Verd, back with you again, and welcome back for another episode of Top Plays. We are here for week 4, I have the right graphics back again, and I'm not gonna lie guys, there weren't that many overly insane top plays this week, so it's a bit of a bare list. Also, it's very frustrating trying to find videos when a lot of people don't upload their videos on time, so people of the PMCD League, lift your freaking game or else we're gonna get mad. But without further ado guys, I think it's about time we hop in and check out the top plays for week 4 of the PMCD League. Coming in at number 5, we have the Baltimore Oriolus dodging Mega Sableye, allowing it to be able to pick up a victory against the Mesquite Mesprits. This one isn't necessarily like a top play, it's more just feeding off the back. It was more luck than really anything guys. The Metagross was pretty much at the point where it could sweep the rest of CJ's team, being able, because the Skarmory was quite weakened and Sneasel couldn't hit it too hard. But at this point it misses a Meteor Mash, which allows CJ to get off the recover and basically seal the game. So it wasn't really like a super top play, it was just pretty fortunate in the end for CJ and the Baltimore Oriolus. Coming in at number 4, we have the Shadow Ball Entei that sealed the Detroit Solgaleos an amazing win over the Kansas City Kakunas. Late in the game, it looked like Genesect was going to be able to come up and win the game, but Entei, predicting Latias to come in, goes for a nice and clean Shadow Ball, which is going to end up being a 2-KO. Now this is super clutch because there is a Scarf Mismagius in the back that can take out a Scarf Genesect easily. Entei can take any hit from the Latias and finish it off with 2 Shadow Balls, which is allowing the Solgaleos to pick up a huge Week 4 victory. Coming in at number 3, we have the sub Hooper Unbound that was able to decimate the Windsor Weaviles from the Portland Crobats. With Hooper Unbound in against Combuskin, the Crobats predict to protect from Combuskin and actually go for the substitute. What ends up happening is that Clefable comes out, asleep from the Spore from Amoonguss earlier. Now this is going to be really solid for them because what they can do now is fire off 2 Life Orb Psychics, which is going to decimate a physically defensive Clefable. Now because of this, with Clefable going down, it means that Mega Lopunny becomes a seriously powerful threat late game, which actually ends up sweeping the remainder of the Windsor Weaviles team. And so this was definitely a top play and a well executed strategy from the Portland Crobats that allowed them to pick up a really good victory over the Windsor Weaviles this week. And Hooper's just so good, man. It's just so damn good. Coming in at number 2, we have the Earthquaking Mew from the Washington Talonflames that took down one of the biggest threats on the Maxximum Charizards team, Heatran. With Mew in against Tentacruel, the Maxximum Charizards are going to predict the Psychic, which would make most sense on your normal kind of Mew. However, this is not your run-of-the-mill Mew. This is a physically offensive Mew, and being able to predict, basically just knowing they could go for the ground type move that would hit everything, and actually catch the Heatran coming in and do a huge amount of damage. Now with a Mega Scizor in the back, this was really, really important in a clutch play. And finally guys, our number 1 play for the week is the sub Kieran Black that would go on to personally 6-0 the Voltgate Zoroarks. To paint the scene for you guys, Kieran easily eats up a Thunderbolt from Araki like it's its job. No one can get up a free sub, it just goes for it as the Dusknoir comes in. Now Dusknoir, if it had the Willow, could be able to deal with this Kieran pretty nicely, but now, since the Kieran's going to go for a sub, it's going to make Dusknoir's life a little bit harder. And by a little bit harder, I mean to the point where Kieran is going to go on to get every single kill, and it does it pretty much with the exact same play that Trevor's doing right now. It just set up a sub on almost all of Dolphin's team, and the Adamant Dragonclaw, as you can see, is doing an absolute ton. That was a crit, however it was a 2-hit KO from that point on the Dusknoir, allowing him to get the kill. I only showed one of the sub plays here, but he goes through countless ones of them in the battle, so you need to go watch it. And also, following this, he leaves a Dugtrio Earthquake to kill that thing too, so this was definitely the top play. Being able to 6-0 an opponent with one Pokemon is phenomenal, and the way that Trev was able to use the Kieran Black in this battle really showed how strong he is as a battler, and how scary Kieran Black can truly be in this kind of format. That is going to wrap it up for top plays this week guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channels so you can check out all the other battles that are coming up. Hopefully they can actually lift their game and start actually uploading their battles on time, so you can actually see them all, instead of maybe seeing some of the great plays here on top plays first, because that's not what we want for you guys. Also make sure you go check out the actual D-League channel itself, or just the PMC channel in general, as there will be other video uploads on there, and if you feel like it, you can come check me out either on my own channel or at Twitter at @the_Verd29. But anyway, my name is Verd guys, I hope you have enjoyed your top plays for this week. Stars and Duds coming up later in the week where I'm going to roast some people, which is always fun, but for now, I'm out this pitch.